Welcome. Today we are diving into one of the most fundamental questions in calculus. How do we know if a limit actually exists? Specifically looking at the relationship between approaching from the left and approaching from the right. When we talk about finding a limit at a specific x value, say, we are asking a question about behavior. We need to know what the function is doing as we get closer and closer to that target number, Crucially, we cannot just look at one side, we must investigate the path from both directions. First, consider the left-hand limit. This involves approaching our target value, using numbers that are slightly smaller than Imagine moving along the curve from the negative side towards the right. We denote this mathematically with a tiny minus sign superscript next to the Conversely, we have the right-hand limit. Here, we approach, starting from numbers that are larger than we travel along the curve from the positive side, moving leftwards. This is denoted by a small plus sign superscript. Here is the golden rule. For the general limit to exist at x equals the left-hand limit and the right-hand limit must essentially agree. They must both approach the exact same finite number. If they meet at the same height, the limit exists. Let's look at a case where it works. Here is the function y equals x squared. As we approach x equals 2 from the left, the values rise towards 4. Approaching from the right, the values drop towards 4. Since both sides agree on the number 4, the limit exists and is equal to 4. Now consider a scenario where they disagree, often called a jump discontinuity. Approaching x equals 1 from the left, we land at a height of 2. But coming from the right, we approach a height of 4. Because 2 does not equal 4, the connection is broken and the limit does not exist. Sometimes, the values don't settle on a specific number at all. In this example, as we approach 0, the function shoots upwards to positive infinity on both sides. Since infinity is not a finite number, we say the limit does not strictly exist. To recap, always check both sides. Calculate the left-hand limit and the right-hand limit separately. If they are equal and finite, your limit exists. If they are different or unbounded, the limit does not exist. Mastering this concept is the first step toward understanding continuity and derivatives. Stay tuned for the next topic, where we will connect these limits to continuity.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.